Good evening, everybody. It's Jordan from don'tbuythehype.blogspot.com here to discuss one topic with you. Should Ryan Braun give back his 2011 NL MVP award? Obviously, in the past few days over the weekend, a report came out that Ryan Braun has tested positive for a banned substance under the collective bargaining agreement and now faces a 50-game ban at the beginning of the 2012 season. Now, whether this report is 100% fact, obviously there's a lot of smoke here. I mean, it's pretty much accepted that this is the truth, but it hasn't been confirmed 100%. You know, for me personally, I think I'll wait to see, to make my final decision on this, to see whether or not the report is true. Honestly, I would hate to believe that, but you know, chances are, you know, it's probably correct, which brings up the debate. You know, should we go back and have a revote for the 2011 NL MVP award? You know, there are plenty of great candidates. One candidate played right across the diamond from Ryan Braun. You know, another MVP candidate, maybe Prince Fielder. He had a great season as well. But you have to go back and determine here, you know, if this is the case and we do want to start taking away awards this year, well then should we go back and take away other awards as well? You know, Alex Rodriguez, do we start taking away home runs or MVP awards? Barry Bonds, you know, do we start taking away retroactively awards that they've won? You know, I don't think that's really fair. You know, it's true and it's definitely a black eye for baseball. But do we go back and start taking away awards? I don't think that's the best way to handle this. However, you know, it's definitely interesting to see, you know, that the stars are still, you know, stars in Major League Baseball are still doing whatever they can, pushing the envelope to maximize their performance. You know, I think we all associated the steroid era from the late 80s all the way through the early 2000s. You know, obviously, you know, this was a banned substance. It wasn't necessarily steroids. We don't know what the substance was exactly that he tested positive for. But, you know, we kind of associated that with the past and assumed that, you know, the performance-enhancing era had passed us by. You know, obviously with Manny Ramirez being suspended, he's recently back in the news trying to get back into baseball. He'll still have to serve his retroactive suspension. But, you know, you know, if our NL MVP is still using performance-enhancing drugs, are there others still as well? I think we kind of thought that time was past. You know, you've seen kind of baseball move away from the, you know, the big burly sluggers. Obviously, speed guys are a lot more valued now. Guys that put the ball in play, that can move around the bases, guys that can field. You know, these guys are now valued more than ever, where it used to be, you know, sit back and wait on the big guys to come up and hit the three-run homers. You know, if Ryan Braun is using these, then who else could be using these as well? That's a question that should be posed. You know, all in all, guys, I don't really think that we have to go back and start revoting or taking away awards. If we do that, you know, then we're opening a Pandora's box to go back and rewrite the history of baseball. You know, obviously this is, like I said earlier, a black eye for the game. You know, but in the end, I think that the punishment will be warranted. There will be a 50-game suspension that will be served, but we don't need to go back and start taking away awards. Now, what do you think? If you have a good case, tell me why that we should go back and revote. If so, drop it in the comment box below. And as always,